Welcome to the Polished Playbook podcast, the show where sports, culture, fashion, and real life all run the same offense. I am one of your hosts, Nails and Novels, aka Keena, and this is my girl,
DJ Diamond Diva in the building.
Burr, 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 burr.
Hey.
And every week we break down the headlines, the mess, the magic, and the moments that make sports feel personal. From women's sports hoops to women's sports hoops.
Well, women's
Sports hoops.
That
yeah.
works.
From women's hoops to the NFL to whatever chaos the timeline is serving, plus a lot of hometown love to our KC teams, especially today. We're here to talk about it with intention, a little humor, and a whole lot of love for the game, all the games. So, welcome back if you've been here before. If not, welcome. Hopefully you stay a while, hang out with us.
We're a pretty fun group.
We
so.
are. You will enjoy us.
I'd like to think so.
We are. How was your week?
It was good. Okay, so it's always a blur. This past week. Okay, so Fashion Week is coming up. So we're heavily involved with that.
Yes.
That's been a time. As we mentioned before, we're coming off of all these sporting events and going to the sporting games. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, just still working and striving. Excited for the brunch that's coming up.
Yeah. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Tell the people, because they don't know.
Well, I'll be a 2026 honoree for the Women's Entrepreneurs and Influencers brunch. So there were, I believe, 26 lovely ladies that were nominated, and I am one of those. Yes. So they will have the brunch at the Zuby Arts Center. That'll be held this weekend on Saturday, and so I'll receive my award amongst some of the other powerhouses in the city that are doing their thing. So always grateful, thankful that somebody thought of me, looked at me in that light. And so, I'm excited. Maybe
much
we'll
deserved.
I'll maybe bring it.
Yeah, please do. Much deserved. We love when women get their
you. flowers,
and you are very deserving of that.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's just go ahead and hop into it. Let's get into
on
our
in,
weekly
honey.
rundown. What we got going on in the NFL?
We got a few things. So by now, I know y'all probably already heard and know, but I just want to break it down for people that may not understand the intricacy of the contract, because Travis Kelce, we know, was coming back, but we didn't know in what capacity, what the contract was going to be. Yep. He officially signed on Monday. What was Monday, child? These dates, the 23rd. The 23rd. And so the internet kind of went abuzz because he signed a 3-year deal. And so people are like, 3 years? What we going to do? Even Chiefs fans, I don't think he's good for 3 years and this and that. So I want to break it down because on contract, that's what it says. And his deal is up to almost over 50. I've seen two reports, 54 and 57. Mm-hmm. But it's upwards of that. And it's going to make him the highest paid tight end in the league. And he's one of the oldest, right? So let me just break it down because, like I said, it's not necessarily about the 3-year deal. It's a 1-year deal that's spread out to help us in the moment. But it does not mean that he's going to be playing for the Chiefs for 3 years, guys.
Let's talk about it.
So the breakdown is that Travis is going to get about $12 million guaranteed this coming year with incentives that can push him up to about 15 for the 2026 year. Now, this deal is heavily backloaded, so meaning they have void years of this contract on the back end. So that's going to allow Kansas City to spread his money out, keep him under the 2026 cap. I'm talking under $5 million for the 2026 cap, which is huge because y'all know in like episode, was it 1, 2?
When you're talking about that
way
salary
back
cap?
in the day, girl, when I was talking about the salary cap and how we was about $58 million over the cap. Okay, we've got it down, and so we were able to keep him with a hit this year of under $5 million, and this means that he'll be able to stay with the team, will remain competitive in that capacity. If Kelce does decide to retire after this season, or if the team moves on, say he decides, hey, I still want to play, but the Chiefs is like, not here though. Which I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think so.
Just in all scenarios, sometimes things get messy and you don't see it coming.
You never know.
Exactly. So this still gives them a way to be out. They're not stuck with this massive financial hit all at once, and they're not committed to all of it either. So shout out to the front office because in addition to, like I said, staying under the cap, keeping him under $5 million for the 2026 season, stretching things out, still having flexibility to get out of those void years, it also helps the tight ends in general in the league because, you know, markets are set by how people get paid. Like when we had wide receivers getting paid so much, it's like the next man up, if he ain't been signed yet, it's like, well, if he got this much, then I'm gonna need more than that.
I'm gonna need
so
that.
it can affect the pay within the wide or within the tight end group. And so also by doing this and with him getting such a massive over $50 million deal, that helps the other tight ends to still claim that, because if they would have did the 1 year and then he would have got, like I said, they're under $5 million for this year, $12 million total, then it's like Travis Kelce, regardless of what anybody says, he's one of the top. So it's like, well, if Travis Kelce's only getting this much, then we're not about to pay you.
Right.
So it would have totally screwed over all the other tight ends, and they would have been like, what the heck, Travis, why did you do that?
Why did you take that?
So yes, so it keeps the market up, keeps the pay where it needs to be for the tight ends in the market, and then it also keeps the Chiefs under their cap for this year, and through subsequent years, if the two shall part ways, we're not out of a massive boatload of money.
Which is great.
Which is awesome. So that's essentially what it did in a nutshell. It was a smart move. So hopefully that brings everybody's blood pressure down when you think about, well, why did they do that? Why did they give him so much? It's really set up for him to come back and for us to run it back, get a chip this year. And then after next year, he's probably going to ride off into the sunset with Taylor Swift, and that'll be that. But we won't be on the hook for all of that money.
So now you guys know. Breathe.
He's back. I'm excited, though. I like Travis Kelce, and that would have been sad. Like, the way we went out last year, I'm like, man, if you'd have been gone after that, like.
There was no way
we
that
can't
was
go
happening.
out sad like that.
We knew that. We knew that from day one when we start talking about this podcast. Shoot. We were like, ain't no way he's going out like that. So welcome back, Trav.
Yes. Back like he never left.
Yeah.
All right. And so speaking of that, there's some other moves within the league. I talked about a few of them last time, so I won't talk about those. But just so you guys know, some major player transactions. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has signed with the Seattle Seahawks to a historic 4-year, $168.6 million contract extension, which includes $120 million guaranteed. So if the boy get hurt on week 1, he still get $120 million.
Still getting paid.
Can I just, whew, that's a lot of money, y'all. But that's dope. He worked his butt off, so he deserves that. He is now officially the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history.
Crazy.
Shout out to you. Like,
now everybody else gonna want their money.
So there's that. We talked about Kyler Murray. The Minnesota Vikings did officially sign him to a 1-year deal, 1.3 veteran minimum after his release from the Cardinals. So they kind of like, you got to prove it, okay? Show us what you got.
I get it.
But he did get signed. The Miami Dolphins also signed Malik Willis to a 3-year deal, $67.5 million contract with $45 million guaranteed. Okay. So not bad. Not a bad day. Not a bad day, yeah. And then we know the Atlanta Falcons, they have now officially signed Tua Tagovailoa. All right, so moving on to some more NFL news. The owners are getting ready to vote at the annual league meeting that's going to take place in Phoenix. And there are a few rule changes, Keena, that are on the table that could low-key shake some things up for the 2026 season. So I'm going to break it down real quick. Now, first up, the Cleveland Browns have pretty much said, let's think bigger, right? They want to extend the draft pick trading from 3 years out to 5 years out. So why this matters is that right now teams are a little more limited on how far that they're able to gamble into the future. But if not, that means they can give up more draft picks, like how we talk about Trent McDuffie went over and we received all of these draft picks. And so right now the limit is 3. They want to propose it to giving up to 5 years in the future of draft picks if they want. And from that, that's a lot. That's a long way.
That is a lot.
But that is their proposal on the table. What's the thing about that? It can be risky in the sense of you go all in. We're giving up all these draft picks, and then you miss on that player. Yeah. Then you've kind of screwed up your franchise a bit. And so that's kind of one of the fail-safes of having it as a shorter gap. Is like, okay, well, if somebody go in, a GM go in and make a mistake that don't pan out, you're not locked into 5 years of, now I don't have no draft picks. What are we going to do for the franchise?
Yeah, that's a long time.
That is. So that's one of the setbacks for that. But on the contrary, if there's people that you want to get and it pays off, then you're able to barter a little bit further in. So there's one of those proposals. Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They want to make free agency feel a little bit more personable. They're trying to push to make the legal tampering window more official by allowing direct contact with the players, like actual phone calls, video calls, with up to 5 free agents. Now, with that, instead of the deals currently like they're being done through agents and things like that, the players can actually now talk to the coaches. They can fill out the vibe and make real decisions for their team versus it kind of going through an intermediary like it does now. They'll be able to have direct contact with the players and coaches. So that's one thing that they want to do. And then they also be able to travel as well. So it's the teams could also start travel plans right after agreeing. So things would be able to move a little bit quicker. And like I said, have that person-to-person contact. So that's another proposal that's on the table for the meeting. Another one And this one kind of is a big one. Replay officials possibly throwing flags from the booth.
Ooh.
So this is an interesting one that I'm sure is going to spark some debate.
Yeah.
So what this is the people in the booth will be able to maybe catch things that the refs on the field don't. And so a positive to that is if you're a person that's like, oh man, the refs didn't see that, we're on the bad end of the stick, then there's somebody else that can actually in real time say, no, we need to look at this. But then the other piece to that, and this is part of the reason why they don't allow like the challenges on pass interference and things like that, is because like it can take
forever
time. So the games, so that's one of the bad things about it. But I know that fans are going to be split about this because it's like on one hand, you can actually get the right call.
Right.
And then on the other hand, it's like we're going to be slowing down the game because how many of these can one get? Are we going to be challenging everything?
It could be a lot.
Right.
I don't know. I like being able to have this in a way because there are times like, dang, they just blew that call and it messes up a whole game. But I feel like it should be only maybe at like the last couple minutes of the game where someone in the booth can do that or on like something that is a huge miss. I don't think it should be on everything. That's a lot because these games is already long.
And then maybe limited, just like how they have like the coaches challenge. If you do that and then if you lose it, then you lose the opportunity to do it later. Maybe something like that. But that's another thing that's being proposed at the meeting. Yeah. And then finally, one more that's sneaky important. So the Washington Commanders, they have a proposal about playoff scouting. Right now, teams mostly only rely on film, but this rule, if approved, would officially allow playoff teams to send scouts to Week 17 and Week 18 games against potential opponents that they may face in the postseason. So right now, for example, if the Chiefs are in, we know we're going to be in, we're sitting back to see who we're going to be or play, the Chiefs would essentially be able to send a scout to the home game or to the game of one of these players and kind of watch how they play and collect intel because that's a potential opponent that they would face in the playoffs. Right now, they can't do that. They can only look at film. Right. And so this is what they want to do. Get real-time intel. So we're talking anything from weather, like when we talk about, Arrowhead and you have an advantage at Arrowhead, them actually being able to come here and see what the elements are like, body language that you can't see on the film, players who looked a little more banged up than what they say on the injury report. Like there's certain things that you can see in person that you don't get on film or through the reporting. So that's the advantage of this. It basically takes scouting from watching tape to being in the building. So I know some teams are going to love this, right? Especially teams with the strong home field advantages and things like that. But some people may not like that.
Right.
Because now it's like, well, you get to come in and see everything. Like this would allow, like they would be paying for their flight. You got to have a place for them to sit. Like it's going to be an approved thing where, hey, this team. This
they have to pay for it?
Yeah, like the league would pay for a person.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the other team is paying.
No, it's allowing it the travel for whoever is the representative to come in. They'll have a place. And they can watch the game and kind of scope out the ops.
I don't have an issue with this, but maybe it should be on their own time if they're going to go or not. I will say this. Coming to Kansas City to check out the weather is not going to be helpful for you. Because one week it could be freezing cold and the next it could be 100 degrees.
Oh my! So, hello, this week?
Yes,
we literally went from 80 degrees to like 40. Like
so the weather, don't do that here. But I mean, I don't have an issue with that. What do you think? Do you think?
I don't. I mean, I would be curious to see kind of what the leadership on some of these teams think about it. And like I said, they're going to discuss it. In order for anything to pass, they have to have, I believe, 24 out of 32 owners to say yes.
Okay.
So, like I said, nothing is official. These are just the proposals that are brought by the teams. I mean, to me, I don't see the harm in it. Like I said, we're not saying go in the locker rooms.
Right, or talk
looking
to
at
people.
The playbook, spying at practices.
Yeah.
You know, we're saying at a game, which is pretty much fair game for anybody to come.
Have a regular seat.
Let them have a seat in the press box. You know, they'll get to kind of scope out. And then it's not an advantage because everybody gets to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in the postseason, then you'll be able to do the same. So I'm not necessarily against it, but I'll be curious to see how teams feel about it.
Like I do feel like it should be on the team's dime, though. I don't think it should be on the leagues.
And I'll double check that. I'm pretty sure when I read it was saying that it would be covered. Like or at least the teams that you're going to visit, they have to provide you with accommodations. So it's like you have to have your area. They've got to welcome you. You know, you get access to what
teams
you need access to.
Teams are probably not going to want to do that. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like they would have to host them.
Well, good luck on the vote.
Like I said, though, it depends. If people are like, hey, well, we want, because everybody would get it. It wouldn't just be one team. So it's like, if they come in there, you get to go there too.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, if it's something that you want to do, you got to vote it in, regardless of if somebody's going to come to your stadium and get a sneak peek.
So I thought those are some interesting things, especially the replay and then the, you know, looking at the ops.
Those are big ones.
Those are big ones. So lastly, pause. I just feel like there was a pause. Pause moment.
Girl.
Okay, so moving on, lastly in the NFL, I just briefly want to talk about the flag football game that happened last week. We're going to talk about something new. This is new, guys. This is different. Like, we haven't seen this. This was actually the inaugural Fanatics Flag Football Classic. It happened on March 21st, and it definitely got the people talking, honey, because let me hear. What was it, a year or so ago? Where they called out some of the, and it might have been
he
this
called
guy
out,
yeah, saying like how it's different and how like pretty much people need to look at flag football because they are just as good, and some of these NFL players wouldn't be able to do what they're doing, type of thing. And we kind of saw that at the game. It's not as easy as it looks, okay? Team USA men's flag football team, they came out on top. They actually beat the Wildcats FFC 24-14 in the championship game, and they actually finished a perfect 3-0 on the entire day.
Yes.
Because there were 3 teams that were in rotation. The Team USA is actually comprised of all professional flag football players. So they didn't have not one NFL player on their team. This is all people who live, breathe, and eat playing flag football. So they know the rules and all of that. And they won.
They did.
3-0. And not just barely won. They were dominant. They outscored everybody 106-44. So they pretty much got in that hiney.
They said, I said what I said.
I said what I said. They did. Now, like I said, this wasn't just any tournament, because we all know that upcoming in the Olympics in 2028, they will be having flag football. And it raises the question on, do you open it up to the NFL because those are the names, people know who they are? Is it mixed in, or do we keep it with the people that actually play it and know the sport? I will say for the game, they had star power. On the Wildcats, they were coached by Kyle Shanahan. They had quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, Jayden Daniels. And then for the Founders team, they were coached by Sean Payton of the Broncos. And they also had Tom Brady,
they had Thomas out there.
Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts. And speaking of Brady, he didn't waste no time.
No, he didn't.
The first play in over 1,000 days, touchdown.
Tom still got it.
Touchdown to Stephon Diggs. Once again, Stephon Diggs finds his way on the Polished Playbook podcast.
I was watching the game, and as soon as Thomas threw that ball to him, I said, Stephon Diggs, your chief. I mean, it was just like right away. It was like, okay, so we're going to be talking about him again.
I mean, at this point, I just feel like we just talked the man up.
It was a great catch. It was a great catch.
So as I mentioned, that's really what the real debate is going to be about. Like I said, do we keep the team comprised of the straight up flag football pros, or do they let people come in? Now, I will say the MVP of the game was Daryl Duche III. They call him Hush. It's like his nickname, I guess. And he went perfect. He completed 100% of his passes. Ain't that crazy?
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
So, like I said, the chemistry, the speed, flag pulling, like that's a technique. You got to get the flag.
Yeah.
All of that was showed. And the NFL guys, now, to give them credit, they only had a couple days to prep. It's not like they've been doing this for a long time. So, on the fly, you know, that's just what it was.
Right.
So, Rob Gronkowski, he actually played. He got hurt.
Yes.
Child.
Right away. I was like, oh, my God.
So, it wasn't all fun and games.
No.
Okay. He got injured, child. But as I mentioned, what do you let us know in the comments and stuff. What do y'all think about this? Should it be opened up to the NFL players because those are the names that people want to see and know? Or do we shine the light on the Flag Football League so that those people can become household names and give them their shine in the Olympics?
By what I saw, leave it the way it is, because they were right in what they said, that these NFL players can't do what they do. Now, granted, they only had a little bit of time to practice or whatever, but let them have that, because they're not going to be able to do what the NFL players do on the football field. So let them have, and they were really good. Yeah. Like, there was a lot of star power on those opposite sides, and they held their own. So I think leave it the way it is. And as you just saw,
or maybe a mix.
Maybe a mix would be nice.
Like, because you gotta have, I agree, you can't, like, you gotta have the professionals in there. That would be just crazy. So they're gonna be there, but maybe if they can audition some type of way, like certain, I mean, because there's so many.
Let
who
Thomas
gonna go?
play.
But who gonna go?
Let Thomas play. He's not running
Patrick
around.
Mahomes want to play? What if? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many names. Justin Jefferson. What if he want to play? You know, like, who gets in?
I don't think they're gonna let Patrick play. I don't think Andy is.
Well, they have a thing in place to allow them to play.
Yeah, as long as they don't get hurt
if
Rob.
that's the decision, right? I mean, injury can happen in any sport.
Injury can happen walking down your stairs. Like,
it would be exciting.
It would be fun.
It would be exciting. Like, and I understand that you don't want players to be hurt for the NFL season, so that's a risk. You know, some players will probably opt out for that reason.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't want to risk, but it would be fun to see. And I'm sure some people want to. Like, being in the Olympics is an honor
because we see basketball players do it.
They do all the time.
Their season, and then they go and dominate at the Olympics.
So, you know, and some of the football players might want that opportunity. This is a groundbreaking.
That's huge.
They haven't been in the Olympics before, and now they get to be.
They don't know nothing about no medals, and this will be great for them. So, I mean, I know maybe
a
little mixture was. I think a mixture sounds good.
But yeah, they said not today, honey. Not Dikembe. Not my house. 3-0 and outscored.
Yeah, it was fun to watch though. I enjoyed it.
So that's what I got from the NFL, honey. Keenan, what you got?
Oh, let's go on to the NBA. So Monday night, my Lakers winning streak ended at 9 at the hands of the Cade Cunninghamless Pistons. They didn't even have their best player, and they ended their streak. And speaking of their best player, Cade Cunningham is actually out with a collapsed lung. On March 19th, it was a collision during the game against the Wizards, and I was like, a collapsed lung? Because I heard the news. I was like, how does this even happen? Then I saw it, and, you know,
it can happen.
It can happen. He's expected to miss an extended period of time. They're going to do a reevaluation in a couple weeks, so hopefully he heals and he can get back on the court soon, because that's scary.
Prayers for him. Yeah,
that's scary.
Not being able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're losing air from one of your lungs.
Yeah.
It's closed. It's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
scary.
Yes, it is.
So hopefully you recover soon, Cade, and you get back out there on that court. Now, let's keep talking about the Lakers. Let's talk about Luka. Luka got his 16th technical during the game against the Magic. So he was able to play against the Pistons because it was rescinded. Now, this is crazy to me because, you know, once you get your 16th technical, you are suspended for a game. You know, that may not seem like, why would somebody get 16 technical? But
that's
some
a lot.
people just don't know how to be quiet. Ask Draymond. So it's just, he got his 16th. So why was it rescinded? So it was Luka and Magic center Goga Batadze going back and forth with one another. Well, Luka said that he said some vulgar words regarding Luka's family. Oh. That was not okay. And of course, they were speaking in their native tongue.
Well, he ain't married. Yeah. With the women and the kids and the mom and the
daddy.
Either.
But that's a whole nother subject that you brought that up.
Oh.
Luka ended his engagement. So that's a whole nother thing. But, you know, when this happens, when is enough enough? You know, I'm thinking like, you know, people play, they talk, they mess on the court or whatever. But at some point, and I think I'm seeing it more and more, hands are going to be thrown because some things you just don't need to say. And when I'm talking about that, I'm also speaking about fans talking to players crazy. Why do y'all do this? Y'all pay
Malice
y'all money.
At the palace.
I mean, ooh, that was
mess
rough.
around and find out. That's what I said.
That was rough.
Listen, at the end of the day, I know we like to esteem people and put them on pedestals, and I get when you're in a public limelight, there are certain things and ways you should carry yourself. But at the end of the day, these are people. These are regular human. So everybody reacts differently, and you get the right one on the wrong day, and it could be a mess for you. And I do think that fans too gotta be. You don't get a right to talk to people any kind of way. You are a fan paying to watch a game. You don't get to cuss people out and throw stuff at them and like, what gives you the right to do that?
It's getting
that's
bad.
Crazy.
It's like I'm going to a game now. If I don't like the other team or like a player on that team, I'm not gonna open my big old mouth and say anything.
Yeah, like we can say boo if we're upset about something. Yeah. But cussing people out, getting in their face, throwing things, that is a violation. And if you don't want nobody to throw nothing at you, get in your face, talk crazy, then don't do that to them. Don't. Because I feel like players are justified. Like these are people. Like you cannot put your hands on me and think I'm not going to put my hands back to defend myself.
And that even includes like not even trying to be mean or anything and players are walking past you, you grabbing them. Don't do that. keep your hands to yourself. You don't want nobody grabbing you. So don't do it to other people. Just because, and that's in celebrities in general, just because they're a celebrity or an athlete, that does not give you access to them, access to their bodies.
Space. Yeah.
Like, I struggle with even asking for photos with people because I feel like I don't want to bother. So I don't do it. So keep your hands to yourself. And then watch your mouth.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, watch your mouth. And that's on the court, too. Because don't talk about nobody's family on the court.
No, because that is, like, that's highly offensive. You talk about my mama, my dad, like, that somebody gonna want to fight you. So I just, while we we don't condone violence. That should not happen. We have to be smarter. You can't expect to just say and do what you want to do and then not have a consequence or repercussion. And that may be your consequence or repercussion. Yeah. You just never know. So in order to avoid that, let's be smart and not egg people on.
Yeah, just don't provoke people. Just
that part.
Just be quiet. All right, keeping with my Lakers, LeBron James, of course, set another record. Because he's elderly. Okay. Now, he now holds the most regular season games played in NBA history.
Wow.
That it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of games, like over 1,600.
He's been in the game forever. And then, like I say, he's like the oldest player.
He is.
So he just keeps racking them up.
And look, y'all know I love me some LeBron James. That man is still out there doing it. It's not like he is just hanging on and, riding the bench no. So he's still good. He's still out there. I don't know how much longer he's going to do this. So if looking at him, I feel like he can do another year or two. But when do you say, I don't know.
I feel like he's going to do another year. I mean, I don't see it.
A lot of people say they think he may do another year and go back to Cleveland and retire there because that's where he's from. That would make me mad. Just stay where you're at. Your whole family is in LA now, so the moving and
that is the one thing that he did a lot. He's been on a lot of different teams, and like I said, that's fine.
He's been on 3.
That's a lot. How many teams did Kobe go to? Kobe was on 1. The man, the myth, the legend. Rest in peace. That's my favorite player. I don't know.
I've been on 10, 12 teams.
But usually, okay, so like when you look at it, Tom Brady was with the Patriots forever until he went to the Bucks, and then that was it.
Yeah. Hopefully, Michael Jordan, 2 teams.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. He was with Chicago forever, and then for his last few couple years, he went on because they were like, either you're hanging up or not. He didn't want to hang it up yet. Patrick Mahomes, I feel like he's going to stay in Kansas City.
He's not going anywhere.
Kelce. Like, it's people like, when you have greats like that, typically they are connected to just one team. And now, LeBron, he didn't been with the Lakers, he got rings with the Heat, he didn't got with Cleveland. Like, he's been...
he got his rings
to
everywhere.
And fro. Versus, and that's sometimes the criticism that they'll give. It's like, Kobe stayed with the Lakers through the good and the bad. Yeah. LeBron was like, look,
I'm out here.
I'm out.
Y'all know that meme of him picking up his bag and walking off? That's exactly what happened.
I'm going where the deal is at, where I see a future.
I'm out of here.
Forget that. I'll never forget that burning jerseys and stuff when he left Cleveland. I said, my God.
I would have never done that because I paid for that. Look, I'd be mad, but I paid for that.
And then they bought him right on back when he came back. Well, let me get my jersey back.
With open arms. Like, so... But yeah, most regular season games played in NBA history.
Congratulations to LeBron, setting records still.
And congratulations to Savannah for just being Savannah James.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's a lot. I'm sure to be the wife of an athlete. I mean, he's traveling a lot. She's so yeah. Yeah. It's a job for both of them.
It's a lot, yeah. So let's move on to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They will not be visiting the White House after their championship win.
I ain't mad at it.
I love to see it.
I ain't mad at it at all.
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, yeah. And these guys, like I've mentioned about OKC before, they're a young team. They like to have fun. Don't play with them. They were like, no, thank you. We will not be. They said timing issues, but we know what it is. And then rounding out the NBA, the Bucks want to shut down Giannis for the season. They don't have a winning record. They just want to just have him seated. He said, absolutely not. I don't want to. I'm healthy and I want to play. And I love that because a lot of people were just like, yeah, we're not doing well anyway. We might as well just chill our star out and then see what we get in the draft next year. He's like, no, I want to play basketball.
And that goes back to what you said about the tanking rule too, like where people just give up. It's like, well, we out, so we want to try to get the worst record so we can have better draft and all of that. And like I said, shout out to him because one, that he loves what he does. We just talked about that. You know, doing what you love and what you're passionate about. And he's like, even if we lose, I still want to play because I love to play. And that's good for the fans. Because we talked about that. You know, like people that just he's their favorite player. Yeah. And so they can still go out to the games and see him play. So
I don't know.
They shouldn't be mad about that.
But you know that he's, remember we talked about this earlier, not today, but episodes ago about him maybe wanting to leave. So when you are telling him to have a seat and he don't want to, are you pushing him further away to wanting to, like during the off season, like he wants to be out of there? So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Let's go on to the WNBA. We finally have a CBA sign, y'all. Finally. And it's some good stuff on there. Let me talk about it. The salary cap is rising to $7 million.
Wow.
Average salaries will now exceed $600,000 with minimums of $300,000, raising the standard across the league. Angel Reese was making $75,000.
That's less than some.
I made more money than that at my job.
I was gonna say that's less than what some of the average Americans are making.
$75,000. That's what they were paying these ladies coming in as rookies. Yeah. So the Supermax jumps up to $1.4 million, marking this first seven-figure contracts in WNBA history.
Shout out to the women holding strong and saying, no, we will not go until you run me my money.
Right. And run me my money. I need my bag.
I need it.
I need my bag.
I need it. I got to have it. And they got it.
Yep. And I remember we kept talking about them going back and forth and the revenue sharing. The WNBA was not putting that in the proposal at all. So players will now receive nearly 20% of league revenue, retirement benefits, family planning support, housing. Amazing.
That's great.
I'm so excited for them. And I want to give a shout out to Nneka, Kelce, Nafisa, Brianna, Stewie, Alicia, Elizabeth, and every other player that decided to stand on business for what they believed in. Because if they would have just given up, they wouldn't have gotten all of this.
Right.
And this is what they deserve. So,
and let's be clear, too. I know in the beginning when things started out and they had to develop viewership, it's like, okay, you say, well, why is it disproportionate with the men making so much? We understand that men's sports have been going longer. They've developed their fan base, so they bring a lot of money, revenue, and so they can afford to pay more. The women's has been bringing in a lot. I mean, lately, I really feel lately, and I know it before then, but I just use this as the most recent reference. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I mean, everybody had to see it, must see TV. Yeah. And so I feel like they are really a lot of the pioneers that helped draw this because viewership really went up.
Right.
And people started getting into it. Like you said, these are things that have been going on and it's been good. Yeah. But people just haven't looked at it and gave it a shot. And now it finally shone the light on it. And now people are like, well, shoot. We own the train. Yeah. And so now more money has come in. And as a result of that, more money coming in, pay the players because you don't have nothing without the players.
You don't have
anything. They are bringing in revenue. They are making the move. Pay these ladies. So I'm glad that they did that.
I'm glad they're getting paid.
They deserve it.
So with that, nothing is changing for the season. We're all good to go. The expansion draft for the new teams, the Toronto Tempo and the Portland Fire, April 6th. That's coming up.
My mama's birthday. A couple weeks. Happy early birthday, mommy.
My April Laker 6th. Girl.
Yes. I was talking to her today about the Lakers. And I told her how we was screaming at the game. She was like, I did too. Your daddy was like, what you screaming for?
Like, hey, we're excited. Okay. So what else? We got the WNBA draft on April 13th. Training camp begins on the 19th. Preseason games start on April 25th, and Kansas City has one on April 27th, the Lynx versus the Nigerian national team. And then the season starts May 8th. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then shout out to Arike Ogunbowale. She got married in Miami to her longtime girlfriend, Layla Ronay. They got married, and it was like a surprise. They got married at the end of the month last month, and nobody knew until they posted this past week that they got married. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Okay, let's move on. It's NCAA time. Hey, so it's time for the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Only a few things to talk about there. The defending champ Florida out. The only number 1 seed to not advance to the Sweet 16. Out. So
sorry, Florida fans.
Sorry.
Happens to the best of us.
It does.
Happens to the best of us.
That's what March Madness is. On any given day, you can be up out of there.
One and done.
You can be up out of there. So,
they up out of there now.
So, yeah, they're out. But I'm going to talk about something that's NCAA. You talked about this young woman, about how amazing she was. Shout out to Layla Edwards for adding an NCAA hockey championship to her resume with Wisconsin. You doing it. This is your year, girl. You are doing it.
This girl is on fire. We were just talking about that song, weren't we?
I don't like
I know.
It's not that I don't like Alicia Keys. Let me stop. Sometimes I get annoyed.
That song, it just was in heavy rotation.
Yes, and I'm just tired of it.
That's like the song for everything.
For anything that if a woman is doing great,
cue the music.
This girl is on fire. We need another song. Beyonce got songs. Come on, let's do some of them songs. But and the last thing I got to talk about, racing is back, honey. Tyler Reddick wins again with 23-11. This is fourth win. Right, this is his 4th win in 6 races. He made the winning pass on the 266th lap of 293 laps. So long.
I can't even. Just what? What happens if you gotta go pee? So that's a long time. Long.
And you gotta. I don't know. I guess that's
during the pit stops. But I don't. I guess.
I don't know.
I guess. I know they got it figured out by now. Sorry, that was random, but I'm like, that's a great question. Time. That's a long time.
If we are able to make it out when they are here at Kansas Speedway, that is a question we are going to ask. So hopefully we're out there. Hopefully we get the answer to that question, because I'm sure you're not the only person that's thinking that.
That's a leg bag or something, an external catheter. Like, what do you do?
This is the nurse in her speaking now.
Yes, you have because. Man, like you can't drink nothing. I've been here like, y'all, I gotta, how they be talking to people. I need to pull over.
Yeah. Get a cup or something. So, all right, let's move on to one of our favorite segments, replay and receipts. What we got this week?
Well, this week we're gonna run it on back. We had the privilege of attending the Sporting KC game. They unfortunately lost, but I still had a time. And let me tell you, this was actually my first time, Keena, at a Sporting KC game.
Yeah, it was.
It was, but I really had a lot of fun. Like I said, the crowd was hype. The pit, they call it the Blue Hell or whatever. The band was going the whole day, honey. When I said the whole time,
they did not care what the score was. It was like they were winning the whole time.
Yes. So it was just a fun atmosphere. This was actually their retro night, so it takes it back to when they were the Wizards, if everybody remember that. Yeah. So they were selling merchandise on sale for 25%. They had some cute bombers and stuff that I would have liked to get.
A lot of cute stuff.
They had Russell Stover's. Y'all know Russell Stover's chocolate.
They had the Easter candy.
And I thought, okay, they might just have the little bunnies that's just the all chocolate. I'm not the biggest solid chocolate fan. Like, I need caramel, some type of pecans or something in it. Yeah, give me a pecan turtle, whatever. But no, they had all types of stuff. The caramel eggs, the peanut. It was good. They were giving away bunny ears for the kids and even for us.
Because we took some too.
Dollar popcorn. So it was a time. So even, like I said, even though they didn't win, they had a lot of different activations and things going on. And it made it for a really great game. And the weather was nice. It was super hot earlier in the day.
Yeah.
But by the evening, like, it felt perfect for soccer.
It was great. Like, this is my second game this season. And the first one I went to, I should have had my fur on because it was freezing cold. But this one was the exact opposite. It was also the exact opposite in winning or losing, because the one I went to first, they won. So, it's okay.
So
this is just, it may be your.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm usually the winning. I'm a charm. Okay, let's say that.
What kind of charm?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay.
What kind of charm? No. No. We had a great time.
Look, you gotta have us back out now.
Yes, please. We had a great time.
I'm a winning charm.
It was not her fault.
Typically.
It's not her fault.
It was not.
It's not.
We gonna win. That's what I said. I'm gonna go back and we're gonna win next time.
Yeah,
I'm calling it.
It was great. It was a good time. We had a good time. So what else do we have?
So today we are privileged to have another guest today, and I'm super excited because this is a trailblazer here locally in Kansas City in women's sports. And so I'm just gonna jump right into it, and we gonna hop in. We've got a very special guest joining us today. Once again, I said this is a leader in Kansas City, a trailblazer, someone who is truly making an impact on both on and off the field. From her early days playing and coaching championship level football across the country to now planting her roots here in Kansas City, she's turned her passion into purpose. She's the owner and co-head coach of the Kansas City Glory, which is the women's professional football team here in KC, and they're competing in the Women's National Football Conference. She's been instrumental in building not just the team, but a platform that empowers women and young girls through the game of football. Her journey is all about service, leadership, and legacy, and we are excited to dive in and get to know her better and see what's going on with the Glory this season. So without further ado, please help me welcome Miss Kiki Blackman to the show. All right, so Kiki, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I had a little dental procedure done this morning, but I'm good.
Man. Okay.
I'm here with y'all, and I don't have anything else to do.
Well, we appreciate that because I know you're busy, and then like said you had something this morning, so you could have been like, "Look, I don't feel like this today.
I'll catch y'all next time."
Right? Catch me on the back end. But no, we appreciate you coming and that we have you here, and we just gonna dive in with a couple questions. They're not too hard. Not too. So I know that you're not originally from Kansas City, right?
Correct.
So what made you decide that, Kansas City is the place where I want to be, this is where I want to put down roots and actually start working in football here in Kansas City?
Well, I've been in Kansas City, been by way of Lawrence. I started in Lawrence, and I just worked my way east, if that makes sense, and just started to embrace Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City has been great to me. I have nothing bad to say about Kansas City. It's given me love and loved on me, and been loved to me. So I am grateful to give back to Kansas City in the way in which it gave to me.
Nice.
All right, moving on to me. What was that moment when you realized playing football was your calling? Wow. The moment that I stepped on the field, I felt like this is where I belong. This is something that I can do and I'm going to do. And by the grace of God, I'm going to get it done. So Lynette Woodard told me that there was a football team here in Kansas City, and I'm like, okay. She said, you love to compete, so let's go. So I came down, and that was it. That was it. Once I got hooked, it was over. That was a wrap. Okay.
Now, see, because, I do my little research and try to get to know, but, before we have guests on the show. And I had noticed that you had mentioned before that you needed football at a pivotal time in your life. And so what part of the game gave back to you in that season? What about football helped you get through in that pivotal moment in your life?
Well, I was an ambassador of the game. Dee Now, she invited me to a game. She's a 49 fan, gang. I went to the game, and I was honored to start with the D line. Okay. And the D line with Cy and Devin, they just embraced me, and it was like, Coach, we love you. We watched you. Please come back and help us. So Coach Coco at the time, which was a brilliant mind, he said, you need to come back. So before that, I was having some reservations because I didn't know if the game really needed me anymore or if I really fit in. Mm-hmm. But I soon snapped out of that and said, absolutely, I belong here, and this is what I'm going to do. And my girls helped me understand that they needed me. So that's what got me back in the game.
I love that.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So you've played and you've coached on championship teams across this country, from the KC Titans to Dallas Elite and even Team USA. How have those experiences shaped the culture you're building with the KC Glory?
Just team. My thing is, you got to, on all of those teams, championship teams, we were all great teammates. And Kobe Bryant, he's the one that really taught me how to be a great teammate, value your teammates, because they're the ones that go to bat for you every single day. Challenge them in ways they haven't been challenged. And they'll step up or they'll step out. And either way, it's okay, because you want to get in there and you want to win. You want to show young people that there is a winning tradition here in Kansas City, and we want to continue to bring that out.
That's what I said last week. I said, I think Kansas City, we need to be named the new title town. Forget Boston.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out to Boston. They got some time, but I feel like we on the rise. We've got some really solid teams that are known. And so I think we are on our way to becoming that type of city.
Absolutely.
So let me say now, you started off as a coach and then moved to an owner, which is a massive progression. And so when you first took that role as a head coach, what was your vision for the team? And then how would you say that vision has now evolved now that you're the owner? of the team?
Well, I kept my same roots, my same things about that team. Wearing the same jersey is so important to me. When we do come out of a fight, we all got the same jersey on, and I wanted to keep that tradition alive. My coaches, Ed Williams, Billy Hughes, they all taught me to work smarter and not harder. So I just wanted to bring that, and then you can do both, as a matter of fact. So I wanted to bring that winning tradition to my club and show them that you can progress. And as a player, I was a great teammate. And I'm going to always go back to that, because if I wasn't a great teammate, no one would want to follow me as an owner at all. So I wanted to really dive in and be the best teammate that I could. So then when I do go into this owner role, I'm respected, I'm a motivator, I'm an innovator, and I've been the first to do it. So, hey, here we are.
And that makes to me some of the best leaders when you've been in all facets, like you said, being a player, when you've been in the trenches and know how it is, you can advocate better, because it's like, I know what we deserve, what we need, and this is, now that I'm in the position I can actually supply it, I'm going to make sure we have it. So I think that that's really dope that you're able to do that and translate that over.
Yeah, I do like that. So sticking with that, when you took over as owner and co-head coach of the Glory, you stepped into a role that blends leadership, service, and community. What does that mean for you to lead a team here in Kansas City?
Every single thing in my being the head coach of this team has brought me full circle. Because like you say, go from player to owner to mentor. I still mentor around the league, whether you're my player or not. I'm going to be in your ear. If I see something, I'm going to say something. I'm going to help you on and off the field. Because as Black women, we need that extra push, because we don't get it otherwise. Not even from ourselves, because we don't know and we haven't been pushed, or from others per se. So I am in the business of helping women grow, and it means every single thing to me. From everything that I say, from everything that I do, I'm an example. And every time you go out, you got to be an example. You got to be that role model. You got to be that person in the forefront leading them. And that's everything to me. I don't take it for granted one bit.
I love that. So you are inspiring everyone on all levels. It's not just sports. I like when you said, if I see something, I'm going to say something. Because too many times people don't. They're just like, well, that's not my player. That I don't know them. But to be able to be there and help someone else that may not have been looking for or expecting the help, but to do that, and then they realize, hey, I could switch this up or do this differently and things will be better. So I love that.
Thank you.
Now I want to ask you, if we were to just walk into a practice or a locker room, what's the energy like? Like, kind of how is the team? Tell us a little bit about the Glory and the behind the scenes and how you all kind of get pumped to get ready to play.
My team is grateful. They're a bunch of grateful young women, and it shows. They're hyped. They're jumping around. They're playing. They're being goofy. But when the game time comes, all that shuts down. It's about business. And I love that for them. I love how they can balance the two. They can compartmentalize the two and make sure that they're having fun, because that's the first thing we do. We got to have fun. If you're not having fun,
then you're not going to want to
you're not going to want to get out there and do anything. No, ma'am. And I tell my coaches, we have to be consistent. And we have to be vigilant, and we have to be intentional about what we do. And that's going to translate over in the locker room. My captains are perfect in the locker room. They show leadership in the locker room. They're an extension of me. And when I go in there, I feel it. I feel it all the way around. Nobody's running up to me complaining. Everybody's running up to me, Coach, you all right? You good? You ready? Hey, I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
My locker room. My locker room stays ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's why I say, stay ready, ain't got to get ready.
Look. All right. So women's football, like I was just on Threads earlier today, and somebody was like, have you picked your team for the year? Of course, you know who my team is. But it's growing nationally. And KC is becoming a leader in that movement. What do you think is driving this momentum, and where do you see the sport heading in the next few years?
Trailblazers like myself, Odessa Jenkins, Ninji Martin, all of the people that played with me on that 2013 World Championship team, won the USA gold medal. We all sat around and we talked about this vision. We talked about how we were going to infiltrate and how we were going to dig deep to get us on the map that we're on now. Odessa Jenkins has done an amazing job with the WNFC. She's probably out somewhere right now in a room talking just like I am, saying that we belong here, we're here to stay, and we're not going nowhere. So either you jump on board with us and push us, you can't pull us because we're not in that business, but push us to be the best version of ourselves, and that's what we've been doing.
Love it.
That's dope.
It is. Like, I love that you were talking about the whole team you were on are the Trailblazers.
We are.
Yeah.
And it's becoming bigger. More people are talking about it.
Yes.
Like, more people are talking about women's sports in general. I'm sorry y'all late and welcome to the party, but I love to see it.
Yeah, it's the year of the women. I tell everybody all the time, it's the year of the women, and we not new to this. We're true to this,
right?
And we just didn't get here. We've been here.
Yes.
You just didn't notice us.
Yes.
But now it's time to notice us.
Yeah.
And we're not going nowhere.
That's
Period.
right.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I say. Like, it's just, I'm just happy now. Like you said, it's not that it hasn't been here and that people haven't been dope and doing that thing. It's just the spotlight has not been there. And I am thankful that now it's finally getting to that point where we can push it where it needs to be. Because it's like, we just dope in everything we do.
Everything.
Like, y'all didn't know. Like, we some of the best.
Everything.
And shout out to the men. Nobody's putting them in there. But I'm just saying, it is about time that we receive the recognition and the light that we reserve.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm so glad we're able to talk about it on these
Yes.
type of platforms.
Yes.
You know, I think bringing attention to women's sports is a big deal. It's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to you. And I'm just thankful we're able to do it.
Yes. So I'm going to take a little personal note here. So outside of that, so when you're not in football mode, what do you like to do? What helps you relax and reset and get prepared? Like, what are some of the things that helps you to be the person you are on field when you're not on field?
You know, I'm a family person. I love my family, my two broke friends, my mom and my dad. They are amazing in teaching me and guiding me, and my brother and sister. My brother is a pastor, my sister is a minister. So they are always pouring back into me the things that I normally wouldn't get outside of them. So that's who keeps me driving. I call us the Fat Five, and they are amazing to me, amazing for me, and as leaders, we need people to pour into our cups, right? And so they're constantly pouring in my cup, asking me what I need, and then outside of that, giving back to my community. I work in an environment where young men they need that kind of push to be back into society, to do the right things, and encourage them that this is the road for you to go. This ain't where you want to be. Right. This is not your longevity in a prison setting. This is not where you want to be. And we as women, they look to us. No matter what anybody says, they look to us to be that person. I'm reserved. I'm an introvert. If you don't see me on a field or a basketball court, I am in my home. I get my peace there. And most people say introverts are people that don't talk. And no, I talk. But when I'm in my place, in my habitat, in my confinements, I get that energy and I get that peace. And so that's me outside of the field and me being loud and rambunctious.
So y'all hear it here. Look, y'all can be at peace at home. So don't be asking me why I'm at home and not out in these streets, okay? Because I need my peace from my home. I love that.
I'm not outside.
No, inside. All right, so you've been a player, a coach, and a mentor, and now you're an owner. Which role has challenged you the most, and which one has brought you the most joy?
Wow. Oh, man. Being a player was everything. Being a player was getting and being in the trenches because, you know, as a player, I like to go where the bones are buried, and I like to eat them in front of people to show them that that we are the best in Kansas City and we're here to stay. But being an owner has been I would have to say has been the most challenging because as an owner, as a player, I dealt with one person. That was me, right? I had to take care of me. As an owner, I have 55 other bodies to take care of, make sure they get there, make sure that they're happy. Some of them are not always happy, but as an owner, that is the most challenging, making sure that I am ticking with every single person in my organization, from the GM to the last person that's coming off the bench. We all have to be tight. As far as the link that we talk about, the link has to be tight all the way around, because once it breaks, that's where it stops. Yeah. And I don't ever want it to break. So that's the most challenging, keeping that link tight and secured.
All right.
Challenging but rewarding.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because that's really, I mean, who can say that? Like, let's just talk about the bosses. We are sitting with the owner of a professional football team. Like, I'm excited. If y'all can't tell, like, and Keena too, I'm not going to speak, I understand you, but speaking for myself, like, I am just a huge sports fan, and particularly football.
Yeah.
And so that's just so exciting to me. Like, so I'm very glad that you sat down with us because, like, this is just dope.
Absolutely.
Who get to say, I was sitting with the owner of the football team?
Not everybody, but we get to say it.
Now, I've got a question for you. So we talked about the mentorship and kind of your leadership and how you positively impact the lives of the women and the girls that you work with. So if a young girl is watching now, which they might be, what would you say for those that don't see many opportunities or representation in sports, and what would you want for her to believe about herself? Like, after kind of hearing your story and how you started and how, like I said, now women's football is becoming more known and on the map. Like, what would you say to young aspiring women who want to do things but don't necessarily see a pathway for themselves?
If you're watching right now, you see me. And you see me doing it. So that can be no longer an excuse. And be you. If you're in a room where you can't be you, get out. Go far away. Go be with people that you can be yourself authentically, genuinely, and the people that are in that room have the fruit on the tree. There's two types of people in this world. One that has fruit on the tree, and the other that has the experience and genuinely want the best for you. I want the best for you no matter what. So if you're in a room, be you, be your authentic self, and you can do anything you set your mind to do. A lot of people are going to tell you that it's impossible, but I'm here to tell you that it's possible. It's possible for you to do any and everything you want to do in life. You just got to go do it.
Gotta go get it. I
Gotta
love
go
that.
get it.
Yeah.
That reminds me of when you were talking about goal where you need to be. It's like I talked about this last week when I was talking about on one of our women empowerment segments. Like, don't shrink to fit in the room. Make that room expand for you. So that, when you said that, that made me think of that.
That's right. Get out of that room. Throw away the key. Go where you are wanted, needed, and appreciated and valued. I tell my players all the time, you got a voice. Use that voice in a positive, constructive way, and people will listen. Don't talk all the time.
Yeah.
Talk when needed.
Yeah.
So when you do have that voice, people will listen. They will come. They will join. They will hear and take away what they need. Not everything that you say everybody's going to take, but what they need, they will take it. And it's not how you talk to people in that moment. It's how they feel months and months and
Planting
months.
the seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plant that seed, and then guess what? It'll grow eventually. It'll grow one way or another.
Yeah.
So that's what we want.
I love that.
That's what's up.
We about to collect an offering here in a second. So
Yeah, man.
piggybacking off of that, this is kind of a similar question, but you talked about just now wanting to show young girls that anything is possible. So what legacy do you hope that the Kansas City Glory football team leaves for the next generation of athletes?
Growth, tremendous growth. If an athlete can grow in my program, they will be the ones to build a legacy. They will become the owners. They will become the GM. They will become my president. They will become all the intricate pieces that keep this circle going. Because legacy is about growth. Legacy is about leaving behind something more than just the tangible things, but the passion that it comes with it to keep it going. Legacy is something that I started this with in mind. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. And I tell my team all the time, I got you, you got me, and we got us.
Love it.
Love it. Now, I want to ask, too, what should we know? So for people who maybe have never been to the Glory game or kind of know, what do you want to share with the people about the Glory? What's coming up this season? Kind of give us some of your thoughts on the team for 2026.
It's an experience. Anytime you come to a game with the Glory, it's an experience. It's a fan experience. You get an intimate atmosphere. Pembroke Hill High School have been a bunch of awesome sauce to us.
Nice.
And you'll get people that love the game and just want to see us succeed and be the best versions of ourselves on the field. Some people are coming and their mouths are dropped. They was walking into something that they didn't think that even existed. But then once they get there and they start watching us, they can hit. They can do all the things that the men can do. Yeah, we can, but we tend to try to do it better.
Yeah.
And, that's what you're gonna see when you come to the women's game. It is a vibe. It's a whole vibe. People are there just happy to be there, grateful that we are even there, putting on a show for them and our community. And the women that are watching us, phenomenal. The little girls that come from different environments, like our international players, communities are here in Kansas City that come and watch them from afar. It's crazy. So you come to Kansas City Glory game, you're going to get a lot of glory, because this G in front of my chest, it stands for God, and everything we do, we put him first, and we can't go wrong with that.
No, that's right.
Love it. Did you have another one?
I'm just ready to go ahead and take off, and I wasn't playing around. We getting a message today. Like, you're not just speaking to anybody that's watching, we're receiving that too. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go.
Look, go into the closing. No, we got to go into something fun.
Yes.
So we have this segment called 30-second timeout.
Okay.
So what it is Sharon is on the
I'm on the call.
she's on the I mean, Kiki's on the clock, but you are asking the question. So it's just this or that questions.
Okay.
So for 30 seconds, she's going to ask you this or that question. You give your first answer. Don't try to explain it.
Okay.
Just answer it. But after the 30 seconds, if you want to explain any of your answers, feel free.
All right.
So that'd be pretty.
Okay.
All right, we ready?
Are you ready for the clock? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Go.
All right. Coffee or energy drink?
Coffee.
All right. Playlist before the game or silence and focus?
Silence and focus.
All right. Kansas City barbecue or game day wings?
Ooh, Kansas City barbecue.
Hey. Defensive stop or offensive touchdown?
Defensive stop.
Okay. Traveling for games or being at home in KC?
Being at home.
Tough love or positive reinforcement?
Tough love.
Blowout win or a game-winning final drive?
Game-winning final drive.
Hey. So there we got it. We got the other. So
that wasn't hard.
They weren't too bad. Anything you want to expound on, or you said coffee? What's your favorite type of coffee?
Well, I really don't like coffee. I said coffee because I can't have energy drinks anymore. Okay. So coffee is the next best thing. Yeah.
You do.
But it has to be sweet. I always say I add coffee to my sugar.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want no black coffee. No.
I feel like hazelnut about that far.
Yeah.
Sugar about that much.
And this much coffee.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh, man.
And so this has been so good. Is there anything you want to tell the people about the Glory, where to find you, where they can go and find more, get tickets, all of the things?
KansasCityGlory.com. Go there. You can find it everything. WNFC website has a lot of us on there as well. We have an Instagram page. Find us on Instagram. I mean, we all over the place. We out here. We on the grind. We in the communities. Mm-hmm. Anywhere you see us, come up and talk to us. Feel free to love on us.
Now, speaking of that, real quick before we let you go, I saw one of the Glory players who was able to get that man.
Yes.
I said, come on here.
So if that's what we're going to see on the field, then that's what we want to see.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Sai, she was one of the ones that I came back for in 2019. She was one of my D linemen. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, she is not to be played with.
We saw that.
She's not to
For those of you that don't know, look it up. That was a viral moment.
Yes. She's like, Coach, no. Walk in your moment. Walk in your moment. Mm-hmm. Walk in your glory. Because he was trying to take something from her, and he had taken from a lot of other people as well. Mm-hmm. So she didn't take kindly to that. And I just tell everybody he got the right one that day.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she's safe though.
Yes.
I'm glad that nothing happened to her, because my coaching heart would not. I can't even tell you how my coaching heart would not be able to take it. She got 3 babies that are thriving and doing well. One of her babies at University of Arkansas. Oh. Shout out to the Razorbacks. Lexi is doing awesome there, but yeah, I'm just grateful that she's okay. The community has poured out. When I say viral, baby, she's done that. She's done that. We've been viral for the last 2 years, actually, with Elena. A little boy telling her she can't play.
Yes.
And we telling her she can.
Yeah.
And we bringing the spotlight to Kansas City and outside getting out in the streets doing cop work.
Right.
Right.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh.
I love it. So if you guys do not know, Saturday is the home opener, season opener at Pembroke Hill at 4:00. So we need to see y'all there. Come out and support your Kansas City Glory. And if you don't have a favorite team yet, here it is.
That's what we're saying.
So, Kiki, we just want to thank you for coming out and taking the time out to speak with us, especially after having a dental procedure. You still came on in.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that. We're taking your kind words and your wisdom, and we thank you for sharing that with us and with everybody that's watching. And I cannot wait to see y'all play on Saturday.
I know.
I can't wait to have you guys. I come on in the locker room, be around us, see the family for yourself, and get hooked.
Yeah.
Be Glory fans for life.
Oh, we will. We got to get some
gear.
merch. We got to get some jerseys. We're going to
Awesome.
support for sure.
So,
All right.
yes, and once
I'll
again,
be
just
there.
what Keena said, thank you once again.
very
Like I said, really can feel the genuine spirit
Yes.
and the love and the passion that you have for
Yep.
the team, for the game itself. And so that's dope. Like I said, I just always like to surround myself with people, like authentic people.
Yeah.
Like I said, people that really have a heart for what they do, not just doing it to be doing it or to say, like,
say that
when
they
you
did it,
love
yeah.
what you do, it really shows through and you can feel that and it trickles down to others. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you for what
for
you're
having me.
doing and for building up the city, because this is only going to help everybody. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I say, like, support your teams
Yep.
because when they win, we win.
Yep.
Like, it's a win for everybody. And then not to mention, it's fun. Like, football is fun. So get into it. Get into it. if
Get
you
all the
ain't
way into it. So remember, follow them. Go to kcglory.com. Is that correct? Follow them on
kcglory.com.
What's
Instagram.
Insta? Yeah, Insta.
What's Instagram? Just
Kansas City
KC
Glory.
Glory. Kansas City Glory. So make sure
All
y'all
one word.
follow. Make sure y'all come out to these games and you make sure y'all support.
Yes,
Chill out for
yes.
us.
Yes, please. Thank you, Kiki.
You're very welcome for having me.
All right, and next we will move into our flag on the play. What kind of mess do we have today?
Now, we've got a little bit of a mix of football and pop culture, bringing two things I love, football and music, together,
Yeah.
okay? So if you didn't already know, Latto has recently announced that she is pregnant, and she's tied this into her album rollout. She has an album called Big Mama that's coming out in May, and it's a big moment, but not everybody was celebrating. Okay. Former NFL star Le'Veon Bell jumped on social media and he had a lot to say.
He sure did.
He basically called out the situation, and we have it on screen for those of you who are watching on YouTube, saying it shouldn't be glorified, especially with rumors floating around that the father, 21 Savage,
Yeah.
reportedly, right, was a married man with kids beforehand.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, that part of the story is still being debated. Some are saying, okay, where they were split up or the divorce happened, but there's no record of an official divorce that we can find. So we don't know. That's
don't
their
know.
business, right? So, quote, like I said, it's on the screen for those of you who are listening. Latto just announced she's pregnant by a married man, and this is Le'Veon Bell speaking. Latto just announced she's pregnant by a married man with 3 kids and made it part of her album rollout. And that's who's today's women's look up to. We're doomed. And he put a crying emoji. So, of course, the internet does what it do. And they took it and ran. Some people are backing Le'Veon Bell and saying, speaking on values and accountability. Other people are like, why are you in this lady's business?
Why are you in women's
Let her
business?
live.
Yes.
So the question that we're going to post to y'all and the question I'm going to ask to Keenan. Do you agree with Le'Veon Bell speaking out, or should he just have stayed out of it completely?
So when it comes to the situation, like I said, we don't know. From what I was hearing, they got married to get his green card. I don't know if that's true. I mean, because evidently they had some kids. So I mean, I don't know. I did see that the wife liked Latto's post about everything. If she is pregnant by a married man, I don't like that. I don't. But Le'Veon Bell, what does this have to do with you? What does it have to do? But just like with everybody else, everybody has an opinion.
Right.
So he was just speaking his opinion. I heard somebody say that he got curved by Latto, so that's why he said what he said. But I don't know if that's who women look up to. A lot of us are grown. We're not looking up to Latto. We just like Latto's music. Like we're not doing that. And just so many times there's so many men in women's business.
Because, the same can be said about a lot of people. There are a lot of men that have a whole bunch of kids by all these, like that.
These married
there's
men had
things that
kids.
happen on both sides. And it
Yes.
doesn't mean that you can't, speak your opinion or whatever. He came back under that post and pretty much was saying, not trying to be shady, but it kind of just
But
is what it
you
is. The
were.
situation is what it is. And so to me, I saw the internet being mixed. There were
Yeah,
a lot of people that
definitely.
was like, they agree. They was like, he ain't said a lie. And one of them
Right.
comments, like, they had 26,000 likes on the fact that he ain't telling a lie.
I mean,
Like,
because if
that's
it's
the
true,
truth.
it's true.
Yeah. And then other people are just saying, stay out of it. It's their business. If she's like, it doesn't matter. We don't need to be in it. So it's mixed speculation. But the other part of it too is like, is tying a personal moment like this, like having your baby into an album rollout. Like, is that smart marketing or is that just doing too much?
It's smart marketing. I can see how people say it's doing too much,
Mm-hmm.
but people have been speculating that she's been pregnant forever. So why not do it with an album release? It's smart. It's smart. Like people do crazier things on TikTok, just random things. So I mean, I think it's smart marketing. Would everybody do it? Probably not. She's been trying to hide this for a long time, and I don't know if it was being hidden due to the fact of his personal business or the fact that I'm just gonna hold on to this and then release my album. I don't know.
Because it's for a while, too, for those of you that may not be familiar with the situation, there's been speculation about Latto and 21 Savage for
Years.
a long time.
Yeah.
And so you kind of wonder, like, obviously everybody has a right to reserve things personally. They just may not want that out there because, as you see, the internet takes everything. So sometimes people keep things to themselves so that the world isn't in their business.
Yeah.
So some people, maybe it's just that, or maybe it is something
That we don't know.
it was a
about.
secret, and so
Yeah.
that's why we couldn't say anything, and now we can be free about
Yeah.
it. And I did notice too, she has a wedding ring on.
Oh,
Yeah, go back if you look at that post, and somebody, because I saw it in the comments first, somebody said, so we not gonna talk about the ring that's on her finger, and I went and looked, and I'm like, ooh, definitely is.
Wow, I
It
didn't even
definitely
notice
is on the
that.
left hand. It's a nice ring. So I don't know. You have to ask
Lord,
Pop Copy
I'm just
President
gonna mind
what's
my
going to happen with that.
business.
Yeah, so go check it out on your own time. But there's that. So that's our flag on the play, tying in the sports with it. People got their opinions, child.
yeah. What is your opinion? Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments on YouTube or the comments on Instagram. We would love to know what our viewers think.
Well, that's the tea for today.
That's the tea. So let's move on. It's the last time we're going to do this month. Women's History Month. Who do we have to give her flowers to today?
All right. Well, today we are giving flowers to this week's honoree, none other than Simone Manuel, okay? Now, if you don't know, this girl is on fire. Sorry, it's stuck in my head now, y'all. That's what happens. It gets stuck in my head. But okay, no, in all seriousness, okay? When you think of Simone Manuel, of course you think of Olympic excellence. She's one of the best swimmers in the world. But what really makes her stand out is how she's using her platform far beyond the pool. Now let's start with her impact. Through the Simone Manuel Foundation, she officially launched that back in 2023. She's been on a mission to increase water safety and swim access, especially for Black and brown communities, which we know is important. Fun fact about me, I still don't know how to swim.
She could teach
So
you.
there's that. Yes, she could. So that's why this is important. Okay. And that work, like I said, is so important because she's highlighted statistics showing that a large percentage of Black children have little to no swimming ability, which is facts. So this isn't just about a sport, it's about saving lives and creating access. In addition, she's also pushing for change at the highest level. She's introduced inclusion riders into her sponsorship deals with major brands, which means she's basically holding companies accountable to be more diverse and inclusive in their campaigns. So that's real tangible change that's happening behind the scenes. On top of that, she's the co-founder of Together, which is a media platform that's dedicated to amplifying the voices and stories of women in sports because representation matters. We talk about that a lot here in the Polished Playbook podcast, and she's making sure that those stories are being told. So let's not forget, on top of doing all of that, the girl is still competing at an elite level. In 2016 is when she first became the first African-American woman to win an individual Olympic gold medal in swimming, and she won that in the 100-meter freestyle. And then at the end of the 2024 Summer Olympics, she brought home 2 silver medals in relay events, continuing to show up for the Team USA in a major way. And she's not done yet. Looking ahead to the 2028 Summer Olympics, Simone is already deep in training. She's pushing through some of the toughest workouts of her career with sights set on more medals, this time on home soil in Los Angeles.
That's great.
So we talk about, when we talk about honoring Simone this week, it's more than the medals. It's about her impact and what she's doing. It's about her advocacy, and it's about using your platform to open doors for the next generation. So shout out to Simone because this is what Women's History Month is all about. Give you your flowers, girl. Keep it cushion. Teach me to swim, please.
Please help her.
So that concludes my Women's History Month.
Love it. That was beautiful. I love that.
Thank you.
Let's run into our tunnel fits. Let's see who we got today.
What we got?
We're going to start off with Malik Monk of the Sacramento Kings.
I like the pants. I like the color of them.
Yeah.
It looks like you disagree.
No.
Okay. I was like,
I like loud stuff.
So I like that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a laid back look. It's nothing too crazy.
Well, the pants, I would say the pants ain't necessarily laid back.
The pants are crazy, but it's like it's not paired with something equally nuts.
So the shoes, he's got on black shoes and a black long sleeve shirt for those that can't necessarily see it. The pants, they're like longer than shorts. So they're
like a little capri.
Yes. They're below the knee, but a little bit longer than a capri.
Yeah.
I would say capri. You're right.
Yeah, a little bit. I like
them.
And
got his little chain on. So yeah, it's a simple but kind of bold look.
Yeah.
I told you I like pink and stuff. So that anytime we got bold colors mixed in with the black, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
You like it? Okay.
Yep.
Let's move on to Quentin Jackson of the Indiana Pacers. And he looks like one of my sons when they get out of bed.
I was going to say, I mean, he's got on basketball shirts and a T-shirt.
He's about to go hoop, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. He's about to go play. Like, it's fine, but it's not anything stand out. It's basketball shorts.
It's just.
In a graphic tee.
Very basic.
So,
but hey, that's how he was feeling that day. And that's what he put on. I bet you it's expensive,
Is that like an Oakland A's hat? It looks green and yellow.
I think so.
Like,
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, to the ladies. We have Micah Hancock of Love Volleyball Houston.
I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind the blazer. So she's got like an oversized blazer. It looks like a skirt underneath. Mm-hmm. And then she has on white socks and black shoes with a black bag. Right. So I typically, and I know that people do it, the fan of the black shoes, white socks thing. But she pulls it together. I'm not upset about it. She's got the thin waist belt. It's okay.
You know what I would have wanted?
It's okay.
I want that skirt gone, and I want that blazer a little bit longer, and that would have been cute.
That would have been cute.
Not that it's
and
not
then what do you
cute,
think? Yeah. But just to amp it up a bit. Mm-hmm. And then what do you think about the shoes? Like, would you still pair it with those shoes and socks?
It depends on if the blazer is still gray. I don't mind the socks and loafers. I want the socks to have a little more pizzazz. Like, where's my ruffled socks? But
back in the day,
a little bit more pizzazz. It's cute.
The white socks with the black patent leather shoes. Yeah, what they call them,
the penny loafers.
Oh, these penny. It's a certain term for those. The baby doll shoes or whatever. Like, or is that what they were? The black shoes with the strap across.
The Molly Janes.
Mary Jane.
Yes. I say Molly Janes.
Mary Janes. That was the thing. The black shoes with the white socks and stuff. Yeah. So she brought it back to the Mary Jane days. So like I said, I'm not upset about it. No. Like I said, it's something about it, like you said, that I feel like could maybe take it over the top a little bit more. But I'm not upset with what she did here.
Like, I'm looking at this and I'm hoping that my blazer is oversized enough that I can do that for Fashion Week. We'll see. If it ain't long enough, it ain't happening. And I'm not buying nothing. But we have something else for fashion, right?
Yes. So really quick, you guys, before we get out of here, we just wanted to bring light to a local Kansas City designer here. We had the opportunity and the pleasure to meet at this year's men's Big 12 tournament. And the company is called Hella Hoodies. And he graciously gifted us with some Mizzou gear. Because y'all know, I'm a Mizzou alum. I love my Mizzou Tigers.
I'm not a Mizzou alum, but my mommy went there, and so did my cousin.
And so this is two different styles. Keena's holding up just the pullover sweatshirt, and then this one here is a full zip, and they got the pockets in the front, just like you would suspect, and then the back. Yeah. And these are really nice qualities where they're thick.
Yes.
And they feel nice. See, zoom in. Let me put it in the camera, honey.
She said, let's just see it.
So there's that. And then, also, because he is a Houston fan, he's got cropped versions. Now, I really do like the cropped.
I do.
I will say, if you order for the cropped, I would probably get 2 sizes
Larger.
Yeah. The regular ones, like the full zip, the pullover,
Those
those I
fit
feel like they
fine.
fit fine. Yeah, and you might say they might run a little bit larger, not too much larger, but these are more truer to size than the cropped for my ladies out there.
But the cropped is fire.
I love the cropped though, to be honest with you. But this is an example of the cropped. And this is Houston. Shout out to the Houston basketball team doing their thing.
They still playing.
They still in the mix. Shout out to them. So yeah, and that's so cute.
It is very cute.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. So yeah, it's just a lot of detail. I'm a kind of person, like I said, I love graphic prints, colors, words everywhere. You see it says Cougs Nation. So yeah, shout out to Ronaldo with Hella Hoodies. And thank you so much. Like I said, feel free to check him out on Instagram, on socials. And if you are interested, contact him and get you some hoodies, child. He's got different teams as well. So he might have your team.
Yep. All right, let's go on to our closing huddle. It is time
to
say goodbye.
The walrus said.
So what do we get? March Madness resumes Thursday with the men's Sweet 16 and Friday with the women's. Not too many great games this weekend NBA-wise, but the Lakers do play the Nets Friday at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And I'm giving y'all Central Time from now on because this is Central Time. Okay. And then the Knicks versus the Thunder Sunday at 6:30. Also have the Royals. It is baseball time. The season opening series versus the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta, Friday and Saturday, 6:15 and Sunday, 12:35. And then they are here for their home opener on Monday at 3:10. So if you're local, don't have your home opener tickets, get it. It's versus the Minnesota Twins. Also, shout out to Kiki Blackman again for coming here and just blessing us with her presence and pouring into us and everybody that was watching. The KC Glory season and home opener is this Saturday at 4 p.m. at Pembroke Hill School. And then the KC Current, they have an away game Saturday versus the Portland Thorns at 3 p.m.
Okay.
You got anything?
A jam-packed weekend.
Or just the song of the week?
Yeah, I got the song of the week. So I'm going to just keep it simple. We just talked about Flag on the Play being Latto, and she actually released an intro song that's going to be on her upcoming album titled Big Mama that's dropping May 2026. If you guys are Latto fans or maybe know, she already has a song out that came out in 2024 called Big Mama. In celebration of the new life that is coming into this world, congratulations to Miss Latto, a.k.a. Big Mama. That is the song of the week.
Yes.
So roll it back and listen to it.
And we appreciate you guys just rolling with us and vibing with us. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube at The Polished Playbook Pod. Follow us on Instagram at The Polished Playbook Pod. I just created a website for us. So www.thepolishedplaybookpod.com. And then stay tuned for a TikTok. It's going to be The Polished Playbook Pod as well. So it's really across all platforms. It's the same. Very simple. Please follow us.
We growing.
Engage with us. Talk to us. Merchandise is coming soon.
We're growing. I'm excited. Fabulous things on the way.
Yeah, more great things are happening. So stay tuned. Keep rocking with us. And have a great week.
Until next time.
Bye.